Some love stories, they say, are curses dressed as gifts. Some mermaids don't dance, they remember. And when you break their hearts, they don't cry, they call. They evoke you from sleep with whispers sweeter than dreams. And before you know it, you're walking to the river, smiling. Then drowning. That was the fate of Alex. Before we dive into today's story, kindly hit that subscribe button and make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our interesting stories. Here, we tell deep, gripping African stories from chilling folktales to hidden truths and real-life lessons wrapped in mystery. And when you're done watching this one, feel free to check out other thrilling tales waiting for you on our channel. In a small, forgotten village where the mysterious river flowed wide and deep, there lived a young, quiet, handsome man named Alex. He was like any other boy, but something about his eyes held dreams far beyond the dusty streets and clay huts of his home. People laughed at him, saying he always stared too long at the river, whispering to himself like one touched by madness. But Alex was no madman. No one knew Alex had fallen in love with a mermaid. Every night, when the moon bathed the river in silver, Alex would go there to meet her. Her name was Beauty, a mermaid from the forbidden depths, a being of haunting beauty, scales that shimmered like sapphire, and a voice that made the river still. She had fallen in love with Alex, the poor, but handsome lonely village young man. And Alex, drawn to her softness and mystery, loved her back. Their love was dangerous. In that village, mermaids and humans were enemies. They've long fought against each other with fire and sword. It was an abomination to be seen with one. Both their worlds would destroy them if they knew. So, in secret, they met, on the river's edge, under the shadows of night, whispering promises, dreaming of a world where they could be together. Beauty gave him more than love. She gave him gold, ancient pearls from the riverbed, and knowledge of trade routes whispered by sea spirits. She gave him wealth. Within weeks, Alex transformed. From nothing, he became everything. He returned to the village with wealth so unimaginable people said it was juju. He now has chiseled abs, and drives sleek cars. Girls who once mocked him now wanted to bear his name. But power changes hearts. Alex stopped coming to the river. Night after night, Beauty waited in the cold, calling softly for him. But Alex never returned. Unknown to her, he had left for the city. He had found new women, new parties, a new life. Beauty was shattered. The river mourned with her. The winds howled with her pain. Her tears turned to storms. And then something in her broke. She vowed revenge. One cool afternoon, she killed a young woman who wandered too close to the water and took her form, while the girl laid lifeless in her own mermaid body. Now fully human, she was breathtaking. But behind those eyes was pure vengeance. She named herself Ifunanya. With a fake identity, she teleported to Lagos. She walked to the gate of a massive mansion in Lekki and saw a banner that read, "House help wanted. Apply within." It was Alex's mansion. She disguised as a homeless house help. He didn't recognize her. Why would he? She was a beautiful stranger now. Quiet. Obedient. He gave her the job and allowed her in. And that was when the horror began. Strange things happened. Dark shadows moving around. Cold air as if Ifunanya swept through sealed rooms. Her evil eyes glowing. Evil atmosphere around the house at night. Lights flickered. Mirror broke. Shadows moved. Ifunanya swept at midnight. Whispers echoed at night. Alex's fiancée, Aurora, screaming in fear, she complained of nightmares. One morning, she found blood in the bathroom sink. She couldn't explain it. She told Alex, but he wouldn't believe her. One day he received news of his empire crumbling. His international goods were seized at the port. His company accounts were frozen under fraud accusations. News headlines show his business is under investigation. Police tape is on a few of his luxury cars, and customs agents locked his containers. One of his luxury cars was destroyed in an accident. It all happened in a week. His business partners pulled out. His name appeared in the news for the wrong reasons. Aurora, his fiancée, packed her bags and was about to leave, but he knelt down begging her. "I can't marry a broke man," she spat. "You think love can pay for my skincare?" Alex fell into depression. He started drinking. He stopped eating. Stopped talking. The only one left in that mansion was Ifunanya, sweeping the floors slowly, always watching him. Then came the accident. His car collided with a truck on his way to a business meeting. He barely survived. In the hospital, sedated and alone. He had a dream. He dreamt of being covered with water. In the dream she was there. Beauty, the mermaid. Her face no longer tender, but twisted with rage. He felt a strangle. She strangled him. "You got what you deserve," she said to him, her voice echoing like thunder. "I gave you love. I gave you the world. And you repaid me with betrayal." Alex felt the weight of water choking him. He woke up screaming, his eyes wide open. And then he saw Ifunanya, sitting by his bed, calm as ever. But her smile was not human. "You got what you deserve," she said, softly. The same words from the dream. "What?" he exclaimed. "I gave you love, and you repaid me with betrayal," she repeated. "Who are you?" That moment broke something in Alex. He leapt out of the bed, and ran, screaming through the hospital while the nurses stared at him, confused. Running into the street barefoot. People called after him. But Alex was no longer himself. He ran mad. He wandered the streets of Lagos, barefoot and broken. His once pristine suits were now tattered rags. His six-pack had faded into bones. The same people who once hailed him as village boy turned billionaire now crossed the street when they saw him muttering to himself. Despite being mad, Alex remembered everything. Every night, the river called to him. Her voice was in the drains, in the sound of tap water, in the wind that swept across gutters. Her voice whispered, "Come back to where it all began. Come back, this is where you belong." And so, one morning before sunrise, Alex boarded a rusted bus heading east. No phone. No luggage. Just a black polythene bag filled with nothing but cowries, soaked papers. By nightfall, he arrived at his village. The people gasped. Some cursed under their breath. Children pointed. Mothers whispered. "See him. That's the one who slept with a mermaid and lost his mind." He headed straight for the river. It hadn't changed. Still wide, still deep, still cold with secrets. He sat beside the river, dropped his polythene bag, weeping. "Beauty," he cried into the waters. "Forgive me. Take everything. I'm nothing now. Please don't leave me like this." But the river was silent. Days passed. He lived by the riverbank, eating palm nuts and food tossed by curious villagers. Then, on the seventh day, the waters began to stir. The sky turned grey. She rose, and he went to her. She looked angry. Her eyes glowed with sorrow and fire. "You broke me. I gave you everything, but what did you end up doing?" she raged. He held her hands and begged. She withdrew from him. "Please," he kept begging. She raged. The sky darkened. "There is no mercy here. You will pay for everything. You will pay with your life." She was not alone. Behind her were the daughters of the Cursed Mermaid Council, spirits of betrayed lovers, drowned maidens, and broken hearts. Their eyes glowed with sorrow and fire. Beauty spoke. "You betrayed a love bound by water. You tasted what men should not taste. You fed greed and buried affection. The river never forgives or forgets. Mercy is far from us." She offered him a chance. "Return to the depth of the river with me. Become what you feared. Pay your debt not with death, but with eternity. Serve Mermaid in silence. In the shadows." Alex, shivering, asked, "What does that mean?" "You belong to us. You are bound to the river for life. You will never walk among humans. Never to touch sunlight again. You will go with us to the river. A fair exchange for your betrayal." Alex had no choice. He was taken by the river. His body vanished. Be careful who you choose to love. Love built on sacrifice should not be repaid with betrayal. In chasing more, Alex lost everything, including himself. Some blessings turn to curses when loyalty is forgotten. True love is a sacred gift, not a stepping stone for personal gain. When we betray the hands that lift us, we risk losing not only the gift, but ourselves. Greed can make a man rich, but betrayal can make him empty forever. Cherish those who love you purely, because not all second chances come without a price. Never betray the one who gave you everything. Some gifts come with anchors, and some lovers never forget. Not everyone will allow you to get away easily with playing with their heart.